Afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another weekly edition of Scott's Corner. Yeah, check it out. Look at the sun. I know back home, England, Scotland, Ireland and Wales, it is freezing. Spoke to a very good friend of mine a couple of hours ago and they've got the central heating on. Unbelievable. We're in 30 degrees of heat here and you're all jealous. I don't care. We're here and we're staying here and we're going nowhere. We've got a bit of a difference this week. We have got Scott's Corner with women. You can't believe it, can you? Women. But don't get turning it off. This is very important. Listen, there's men football and women football. And today we're going to kick off with a start of women football. Right, first and foremost, big pal of mine lives here, Jim Donaldson, massive Rangers fan. He was on for the weekend game on Sunday to see Rangers drew 3-3 with the big boys of Celtic. Now, he's got a very good pal of his, and his daughter plays for Scotland. She's only 17 years of age. Mia Macaulay, okay? She was born in August, just a few years ago. She's a Leo the Lion. Top girl, top girl. Played for Scotland, under 19s yesterday, and they beat Albania 3-0. So well done to the Scottish ladies of the under 19s. Well done, Mia. Get on board, get the subscriptions in. You know what it is. Right. From the ladies, we're going to go to more ladies. The ladies, they're a little bit older. Right, if you didn't know, just joined us. My name's Paul Webb, WEBBY'S Sports Roundup here in sunny Tenerife. As we all know, 30 years, 3 pubs later, retired 9 years ago, and I love my football. Passion. And the Scots. Right, Women's European Championship qualifiers. The last couple of weeks it's been happening. Scotland are seeded top to get to the European qualifiers for next year in 2025. First and foremost, don't forget they drew with Serbia 0-0. Last night they beat Slovakia by 1-0, and they've got to play Israel next fixture on May the 31st. So well done to Howard in the 61st minute, got the goal that beats Slovakia. Right, so that is happening there. We want 2025. We want the Scots girls, Scots ladies next year in the 2025 European Championships. Right, as they are top seeds. Is that enough for the girls? Listen, you've had your shout out. Let's go on to the men now, where the big boys come in. Okay, it's as simple as that. Right, we'll forget Sunday's game. I'll come to that in a minute. Saturday afternoon, SPL kicked off various games. Dundee at Dens Park took on Motherwell. The game went ahead. Yeah, the game went ahead. They've had lots of postponements because of the pitch, water, everything's happening. At the end of the day, Motherwell beat them by 3-2. They are 6th in the table, and there's a reason why I'm saying that. I'll tell you a little bit later on. Hibernian, the Easter Road boys, who are 7th, took on St Johnstone, who are 10th, and away win for St Johnstone. Great 3 points for those. Well done, St Johnstone boys. Big John in the village will not be a happy bunny. 4th place, Killy took on Ross County, and they beat them by 1-0. And they're 2nd for the bottom, Ross County. And bottom of the table, Livingston, was a 0-0 boring draw with 9th placed Aberdeen, the Pittodrie boys up there in the northeast. And last but not least, my good pal Kevin the Scotsman, who got his own YouTube channel. He's somewhere doing all the vlogs at the moment. 5th place St Mirren, the Paisley boys, took on 3rd place Heart of Midlothian. That's the Jambos. Ended up St Mirren 1, Jambos 3. And the reason why I said about Dundee at Dens Park is because Dundee tonight, 7:45 kickoff, live on TV, Rangers. It was going to be. Don't get in your cars, don't start the petrol, because at the end of the day, it's postponed. Referee went there this morning, did a checkup. He's been this afternoon, did another couple of checkups. It's off again. Unbelievable. So they're going to play it sometime in the middle of April. Now, if Dundee would have won that game, that would have guaranteed a top 6 place, Europe. Okay, that would have been in Europe. But you got to have to wait. And if Rangers would have won that, they would have gone top of the table, 2 points ahead of Celtic with the same games. 6 matches left each. Who's favourites? Who knows? Because they've got one more game to play, an Old Firm at Celtic Park. Right, let's move on a little bit further. Don't forget, if you just joined, Webby Sports Rail up here in sunny Tenerife. 30 degrees today in my little manor. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It is for free. Make a comment and make sure that any notifications, press that little button and you know when the next vlog is coming. Now, SPL League, top two, whoever comes first and second, automatic Champions League places. UEFA Cup for 3 and 4, and Europa Conference for 5 and 6. So there's lots to play for, lots of points to play for the end of the season. Now, going to go over Sunday's game very, very quick because I've already done it in my vlogs over the weekend. Please check them out over the past 7 days. I've done a vlog at Hoops Bar. I've done a vlog at the Irobox Bar, which are the two biggest pubs for obviously respective for the two clubs in the south of Tenerife. Hope you like that. Superb, some great shirts there on both sides. Now, Rangers, Celtic, Sunday afternoon, 12 o'clock kickoff. All the boys were there. Ended up 3 apiece. Celtic smashed Rangers first half. Could have been 3 or 4, but still got a score. And they were 2-0 up at half time. Rangers got one back, 2-1, went 2-2. And within a minute, Celtic went back 3-2 ahead. And he took an injury time winner from Matondo in injury time to make it 3-3. So a point apiece. So what that means now is that they've got a game in hand, Rangers. As I said, if they win that at Dens Park, should have been tonight, it's going to be the middle of April, then they will go 2 points clear, which means 6 games each. If Rangers win every game, they win the league. Celtic win every game, they win the league. The only stumbling block that they have got, they play each other again. They have to play 4 times in a season. That's the problem they have up in Scotland. So that's a massive game, a real massive game. So as I said, the game tonight is off, Dundee against Rangers. Bit of championship news. My pal Liam Grimshaw, Dundee United, after last week's 2-0 win over second place Wraith Rovers, they are now in the driving seat at Tannadice. Looks as if they're going to win the league, but you never know. Wraith Rovers took on Airdrie Onions last night and they got smashed 3-1 at home. Okay, not a good result for Wraith. Looks as if they're going to finish second, but you never know. 32 games, Dundee United, 32 Wraith Rovers, 65 and 61 points respectively, 4 points difference, but Dundee United have got a far superior goal difference. Second place Wraith, Partick Thistle and Airdrie bring up the boys below Dundee United. And this Friday coming, 2 days time, you've got Morton at home to Dundee United. So as I say, it's in their hands and it's now theirs to lose. Bit of information on Division 1, Division 2. Champions Falkirk, still undefeated. 126, drawn 6, lost none, 84 points. Bottom place FC Edinburgh are relegated, and in Division 2 the champions are Stenhousemuir, won into those two clubs. 118, drew 11, lost 3 with 65 points from 32 games. So well done to Stenhousemuir and to Falkirk in their respective Division 1, Division 2 up there in Scotland. Having a quick look at who is top goal scorers in each division. Well, as you know, Shankland for the Jambos, he's top goal scorer with 20. But I do want to say, Tavernier, the right fullback of Rangers, and the Rangers captain, he's got 16 goals. Okay, most from penalties, but you've still got to take a penalty and have the confidence, haven't you? He is the highest defender in Europe ever to score. Okay, he's got more goals than any other player in British football. Not in Europe, beg your pardon, in British football as a defender. More goals than anybody. So well done to Tavernier. Into the Championship, 18 goals for Graham for Partick Thistle. In Division 1, Falkirk top goal scorer Morrison has got 22 this season, and Henderson of the Spartans have got 17 goals into Division 2. So well done to all those players. But don't forget, season's not finished yet, so they're going to be probably popping in with 1 or 2 more goals and 1 or 2 more assists. Just give you an update, don't forget, I've done a fair few vlogs over the last week of Rangers Celtic. Who's the best club? Who's the biggest? Listen, They are what they are. They're both massive clubs. They're both massive institutions all around the world. So you cannot say which is which. I mean, if they played in the Premier League, which there's talk about it, I don't think it will happen. They would just take over the place, wouldn't they? But you know what happened when Rangers went to Manchester in the cup final many, many years ago? Well, they take over 200, 250,000. Unbelievable. Celtic to Seville, 80 to 100,000. Yeah, it's great following. They love their football up in Scotland. So what I'm going to say to you, any comments, please, down below. Any other football clubs? Good shout to my East Fife there, halfway in Division 2. I've always followed East Fife, the black and tan. Up there in Bayview, been invited to the club many, many times. I've never been above Liverpool, I don't think. But one day, I'm sure I'm going to get there. I'm sure I'll get to Celtic, to Rangers, to go and have a couple of games before. It's in my bucket anyway, it's in the bucket. And before I kick the bucket, that's what I want to do. Listen, we're going to do it nice, short and sweet. It's a shame that Dundee's pitch is not available against Rangers tonight, because Rangers would have gone top of the table, and Dundee, if they would have won, they would have classified themselves in a top 6 place, definitely going into Europe for next season. So we're going to keep this nice, short and sweet. One big thing before I go, next Monday night, 9 o'clock live, I'm going to be live in Scotland, not personally, on the phone. Michael, big Jambo fan. He's got the Edinburgh Honest Guide, but I think he's changed it a little bit. So we're going to go live on his channel, 9 o'clock next Monday. Okay? So if you fancy that, we're going to be talking about football and a bit of sport, a bit of rugby. We're going to have a good crack. We're going to have a laugh. Already did it about 5 weeks ago, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Sat out here in the lovely cold, about 23 degrees. So I know you're jealous. It is what it is. So please tune in to Michael, Edinburgh Honest Guide, 9 o'clock next Monday night. Subscribe to him, have a bit of fun, send any comments in, and we're gonna have the crack, that's for sure. So all I'm going to say is, from me, Webby, on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon, you have a great weekend. Tomorrow, don't forget, I've got me football focus with the boys. Got another new gentleman coming on tomorrow from the Champions League, which you're going to love that. And I got my live Friday morning, 9:30 with Tim, then at Laura's Bar here in my manor in Kawasaki. So all I'm going to say, subscribe for free, make the comments, any football club, whether you're Dumbarton, Falkirk, Clydebank, send me a comment and I will return the favour. So from me, Webby, in sunny Tenerife, I'll speak to you on the next one. You take care now.